Well, I don't think any of this is really me. I don't even know where I am right now. He was on a retainer fee, oil. He was a lawyer to a lot of oil men, and I met a lot of these dudes down there.
It was the shot heard around the world. On March 21st, 1980, television viewers watched in shock as Dallas's villainous oil tycoon j.r.ewing was gunned down in his office, creating the most talked-about cliffhanger in TV history. For months, the question, "Who shot J.R.?" dominated global conversation, appearing on T-shirts, buttons, and even making headlines in newspapers. But behind this cultural phenomenon was a fascinating truth that few people know. What Larry Hagman, the man who brought J.R. to life, really knew about the shooter and how he masterfully used this mystery to transform television forever. The Golden Hostage situation. When j.r.ewing crumpled to the floor after being shot by an unseen assailant in the Season 3 finale, A House Divided, Larry Hagman wasn't just playing a victim. He was orchestrating one of the shrewdest business moves in television history. What viewers at home didn't realize was that behind the scenes, Hagman was about to use this cliffhanger to hold the entire production hostage in a high-stakes gamble that would change his life forever. As Dallas skyrocketed in popularity during its early seasons, Hagman quickly recognized that his portrayal of the scheming J.R. was the show's main attraction. Viewers tuned in each week not to root for the hero, but to see what dastardly scheme the villain would cook up next. This revelation gave Hagman unprecedented leverage, and the shooting cliffhanger provided the perfect opportunity to cash in. "I'm not difficult, I'm expensive," Hagman famously quipped, a statement that perfectly captured his approach to contract negotiations. When the third season wrapped and his contract came up for renewal, Hagman saw his golden opportunity. With millions of viewers desperate to learn J.R.'s fate, he refused to sign a new contract, effectively holding the entire production hostage. The timing couldn't have been more perfect, or more excruciating for producers. A Hollywood actors' strike in the summer of 1980 had already delayed production of the new season, building even more anticipation for the resolution. When filming was finally cleared to resume, Hagman still hadn't signed his contract, leaving producers in a panic. "I told my agent, don't call me until they get serious," Hagman later revealed about his hardball tactics. And by serious, I meant a lot of zeros. The standoff lasted for weeks, with producers even considering killing off J.R. or recasting the role. But they knew the truth. There was no Dallas without Hagman's iconic portrayal. Eventually, they caved to his demands, reportedly increasing his salary from $15,000 to $100,000 per episode, an astronomical sum for television at that time. What makes this particularly fascinating is that while the world was obsessing over who pulled the trigger on screen, the real power play was happening behind the scenes. Hagman had executed a business maneuver worthy of j.r.ewing himself, using the public's fascination with the shooting to secure his financial future. The Secrecy Game. Even Hagman was in the dark. While Hagman masterfully used the "who shot J.R." phenomenon to his advantage financially, there's a surprising truth about what he actually knew regarding the shooter's identity. For much of the mystery, he was just as much in the dark as the viewers at home. The producers of Dallas went to extraordinary lengths to keep the identity of J.R.'s would-be assassin secret, implementing security measures that would impress even the CIA. Multiple endings were filmed with different characters pulling the trigger to prevent leaks. Scripts were printed on special paper that couldn't be photocopied, pages were numbered, and cast members received only the portions relevant to their scenes. It was like working for the government, Hagman once remarked about the extreme secrecy. "I'd get pages that just said J.R. enters and J.R. exits with nothing in between." Perhaps most surprisingly, even Hagman himself wasn't initially told who shot his character. The producers reasoned that the fewer people who knew the truth, the less chance of leaks. This created the remarkable situation where the star of the show was doing interviews about the mystery while genuinely not knowing the answer himself. This ignorance wasn't just for show. It was a calculated business decision. If Hagman didn't know who the shooter was, he couldn't accidentally reveal it during the countless interviews he gave during the summer of 1980. His genuine curiosity and speculation added authenticity to the mystery that captivated the world. The secrecy reached comical extremes. When Hagman met the Queen Mother of England at a charity event, she famously asked him, I don't suppose you could tell me who shot you?" Hagman had to honestly reply, "Not even for you, ma'am." Only as filming of the resolution episode approached did Hagman finally learn that Kristen Shepherd, played by Mary Crosby, was the culprit. By maintaining this veil of secrecy even from their star, the producers ensured that the mystery remained intact until the record-breaking reveal. The ratings masterstroke. While Hagman may not have initially known who pulled the trigger, he fully understood the unprecedented opportunity the shooting storyline presented for Dallas and television as a whole. The delayed resolution created by both his contract holdout and the actor's strike turned what might have been a standard cliffhanger into a global cultural phenomenon. When the resolution episode Whodunit finally aired on November 21, 1980, an estimated 83 million Americans tuned in, a staggering 76% of all television viewers that night. It remains one of the highest-rated episodes in television history, second only to the finale of MASH. Hagman later admitted that he was stunned by the worldwide reaction to the storyline. "I knew it would be big, but I had no idea it would become what it did," he said in a later interview. "People would stop me on the street in every country I visited, begging to know who did it." The genius of the "Who Shot J.R." storyline wasn't just its immediate impact, but how it transformed television storytelling. Before this, season-ending cliffhangers weren't the standard practice they are today. Dallas proved that keeping viewers in suspense between seasons could create unprecedented buzz and loyalty. Networks and producers took notice, and soon cliffhangers became a staple of television drama. The entire concept of appointment television, the idea that viewers would schedule their lives around not missing an episode, was solidified by this cultural moment that Hagman helped orchestrate. But the perfect villain's perfect shooter. When the shooter was finally revealed to be Kristen Shepherd, J.R., his sister-in-law and mistress whom he had callously discarded after she became pregnant, the choice made perfect narrative sense. But what many don't realize is how Hagman's portrayal of J.R. had made this resolution not just plausible, but inevitable. Over the previous seasons, Hagman had crafted J.R. into such a magnificent villain that virtually anyone on the show had a credible motive to shoot him. This was no accident. Hagman deliberately played J.R. with such delicious malevolence that he created a character viewers loved to hate. "I made sure J.R. had no redeeming qualities," Hagman once explained about his approach to the character. "The worse he behaved, the more the audience loved it." This created the perfect scenario for the mystery, with so many characters having legitimate reasons to want J.R. dead. Guessing the culprit became an irresistible game for viewers. Hagman's portrayal had essentially turned the entire cast into potential shooters, each with their own compelling motive. The choice of Kristen as the shooter was particularly fitting given J.R. his treatment of women throughout the series. Hagman had portrayed J.R. his misogyny with such conviction that having a woman he had wronged be the one to pull the trigger carried poetic justice. Mary Crosby, who played Kristen, later revealed that Hagman was supportive and kind to her after the revelation, despite her character having shot his. "Larry was wonderful to me," she said. "He knew this storyline would make both our careers memorable forever." For Hagman personally, the storyline cemented his place in television history. Though he had already been famous for his role in I Dream of Jeannie, it was j.r.ewing who made him a global icon. The shooting mystery elevated him from television star to cultural phenomenon, a status he maintained until his death in 2012. What do you think about the "Who Shot J.R." phenomenon? Was it the greatest television cliffhanger of all time? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video fascinating, please hit the like button and subscribe for more revelations about television's greatest moments. And don't forget to check out our other videos about the secrets behind your favorite classic TV shows.